Today's Monday, and it is Pirate Science. And there is something very important that I forgot. Super important. Hold on. Okay, I got it. Okay, here we go. Much better. Hey guys, happy new week. It's Monday, Pirate Science today. We're going to do something super fun. I've been really enjoying the Pirate Science shows we've been doing. It's, anytime you work with explosives and piratey things, right to my heart. Good stuff. Let's see. We got a whole bunch of people with us today. Hey guys, Oliver, Turner, Weston. Hey dude. I always enjoy when people show up and chat for the first time. So good to see you. Okay. So rumor is that we're going to be starting half day of school next week. So that will be really exciting. I'm not sure what STEM will look like when we have half time, but I'm sure someone will tell me real soon. No, I have a good idea. Okay, so this might be our last live stream when everyone's together. Soon some of you might be with me while we do these streams, so that'll be a lot of fun too. Hello, Clara. Good to see you. Okay, so let's get over the boring stuff. Not boring. MrIncorvia.com is never boring. Go to MrIncorvia.com. It's got all your awesome STEM needs there. Some games, some cool STEM videos, live links to all this right here, and the Minecraft information, right? So go to MrIncorvia.com. Today's learning targets. I can understand how an explosion works. I'm going to talk a little bit about an explosion. Today what we're going to do is we're going to make a little cannon, like a little pirate cannon, using tinfoil and matchsticks. So this is something that I taught myself how to do over this weekend. And, I love learning things and sharing them with you guys so that then you can do them too, right? Now this is one, when we did the black powder, that was one where I was like, please don't do this at home. But this, the matchstick cannons, this is one you can do at home. But please note, you need to get some parent permission. Okay, go to an adult in the house and be like, hey, adult, I want to do this cool thing Captain Richard showed me. And they have to say, okay, you can do it. Okay. And 2, while you're doing it, make sure you have a parent paying attention to what you're doing. Okay. So that way you don't burn something down. You're wearing a mask and at home. Well, that is super safe of you. I am glad that you are being safe from the coronavirus at home. Okay. All right. So we're going to make a mini matchstick cannon. We're going to make it. I'm going to show you how it works. And then I'm going to talk about why it works. What is a cannon? How does it work? Okay. All right, let's get going. This is my mouse. I'll get it out of the way. This is the stuff you're going to need to use today, all right? I got all this stuff here. You're going to need some aluminum foil, some tin foil, okay? You're going to need a pair of pliers. You'll need some scissors. You will need, I use a washer. You can find some other kind of metal object, but I liked a washer. And you're going to need some kind of fire source, with like a long lighter, okay, or maybe a candle. And last, of course, you are going to need a box of matches. Okay, these are strike on box matches, so they are not like the strike anywhere matches. I don't know if that matters, but these are the matches that I have. I think I got them at Winco. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a little cannon that shoots a match. Like the match itself is going to be the fuel and it is going to be the thing that shoots, okay? So remember, when you're working, anytime that you're working with matches, you must get your parents, you're an adult, someone who is responsible for you. Make sure you ask them to, permission to do this, okay? Lennon says, "Dird." Thank you, Lennon. That was very informative. Okay, so let's get working on this this thing. So what you're going to do, the first thing you're going to need to do is get yourself out one of the matches, okay? Now, in the match box, let me hold it up to the other camera here. So this is a match, and you can see that the match head is a little bit bigger than the body of, can we see that? See how the match head is a little tiny bit bigger than the body of the match? We want the body of the match to be the same size as the match head. So I thought I had some tape. You know what? That's another thing you need is tape. Hold on, it's right over there. Okay, now I know we typically use duct tape for all these STEM projects, but this time you're going to just use some regular old Scotch magic tape, okay? So let's take a look. Here is the match head. What you're going to want to do is just grab yourself a little piece of tape. It doesn't really even have to be a lot of tape, okay? And somewhere right in the middle of the body, you want to just wrap it around the match head, the match. This will make the body a little bit thicker. So I'm just wrapping it around there. Okay, there we go. Let's take a look. All right, so now that little piece of tape is about the same size as the match head. That's kind of what we want. We just want to make it a little bit bigger, okay? What are you guys doing in my chat? Saying crazy things. Okay. So, now we got ourselves, oops, let me switch back here. There we go. Okay, so here we have it is bigger, right? That's exactly what we want. Now we're going to want to get some tinfoil. So get out some tinfoil. Here's my sheet of tinfoil. And you're going to want to cut a nice square piece. So here, which is about the same length as my match head. Not just the match head, the whole match. So here's the match. So we want it to be about just a touch longer. Okay, a touch longer. We're going to cut maybe about like that much off. Okay, so let me get this in our snip. Okay, so let me set this aside in case we need more of it. So here is my tinfoil square. You can see it is just a little bit longer, right? That's exactly the amount that we want. Okay. So we are going to put the match right here, and we want maybe just a little bit of it sticking out the side, okay? And you're going to roll up the tinfoil. Now you want it to be tight, but not like incredibly crushed onto the match head. But you do want it to be like the body of the tinfoil is like very close to the match. So here I am, I'm just rolling it up. Okay, you don't want it to crumble either. So just roll it up gently like this. Now this is going to be, oh, now see, I started doing an angle, so I'm going to just unroll it a bit, straighten it out, roll that guy back up. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now here I have a tube. Okay, there you go. And you see my match is sticking just out a little bit. I don't know if I can grab it actually. I want to be able to pull it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab myself another match. And I'm going to take my match. I'm going to gently use it to poke the matchstick out. Okay, now I can grab it. There we go. Try to make sure it doesn't unravel. Okay, so now here's my match with the tape around it. And let's get another match. So here is a match with no tape around it. The match should, if you take the head first and go in, it should kind of like just easily go in, okay? So see, there it goes. If it is too tight, then that is not going to work. And if it is too loose, that won't work either. You might need to do this a couple of times. Let me do the next step and then I will show you. So then the next thing you want to do is you're going to want to take your pliers, okay? And I'm going to just crimp the end. So what I do is I'm just going to smush the end and then kind of fold it over like this. And then squish that end down again. Okay, so there. I have crimped the end. See? That's all you need to do. You take your pliers, you squish, and then you fold it over, and then you squish again. So that's it. You don't want it to you don't want to do it halfway. You just seal the end up. Okay, hi Reagan, we're making a little mini matchstick cannon. So now you have your match with no tape on it. This is just a regular match. Head goes in first, and it should go in pretty easy. There you go. So this feels a little tight actually. I had to kind of push. So what I want to do is I just want to kind of wiggle it around, make it a little bit looser. But you see how it just fits? That's what you want. You want a nice smooth entry, but just fit. Not like tight, but also if it's too tight, the match will get stuck in there. That's not what we want either. Okay? So here is our little matchstick cannon. The last thing you will need is a little bit of metal. I like a washer. Washer worked pretty good. So what you do is, don't need the learning target. Okay, what you do is you take the washer and you just put the cannon right through the washer, and then it just kind of sits like this. Okay, see? So the washer holds up the cannon and it kind of points it upwards. Okay, let me show you on the big camera here. I'll just put it on my hand. See how it just kind of points it up? That's what you need. Okay, now what you're going to need to do is you might need to do this many times. Okay, and that is okay. Take a look here. These are all the cannons that I made over the weekend and while I was doing this. These I think this one worked, but this one was too thick. I used like a whole side of the tin foil, and while it was a good fit, and strong because I used so much tin foil, it never lit the match. I think it was too thick. All right. So what you do is you're going to take this outside. You're going to prop it up with your washer like this. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your fire source and you're going to hold the fire where the match head is inside of the cannon body. All right? And that will heat up the tin foil and it will light the match, and it will shoot the match. All right. Now I am not going to fire this thing inside. That would not be good. Aiden wants to know if we can make a potato gun. That would be really fun. I've never made a potato gun, so that would be really exciting and cool. So I would like to try that. So right now though, let's try our little mini matchstick thing. So I'm not going to fire this inside for obvious reasons, right? Fire inside, no good. Do not do that. But I have made a little video of me firing this thing outside. So the first time it doesn't work. I want to show you. I want to show you how it doesn't work, okay? Because, you know, building these things, it is definitely not going to work the first time you do it. You have to try again and again. And your second or third, your fifth draft, who knows? Eventually you will learn and get it right. All right, so let's take a look at this video. This is actually maybe the 8th time I've tried to get it to work, and it will fail, and then the next one will work, okay? So first it says, warning, get adult permission and supervision. Guys, I'm not kidding about it. Do it. Okay, here we go. So here I am, I'm outside. You can see I've set my washer to hold up the thing so it points up. I put the match in. Okay, now what I'm doing is I'm measuring where's the match head. I hold up another one, so I say, okay, that's where the match head is inside. I take some fire and I hold it right up on the tin foil. Okay, we want that tin foil to get super hot. All right. Now, what I noticed with these kitchen matches here is actually the wood inside starts to burn before the match head. So there you go. Did you see that flame spurt? Let's watch it again. So there goes the match head, but it did not shoot out the match. And see, it's stuck in there. Oh, and what happened? I burnt my fingers. So guys, don't be like Captain. Wait for it to cool down first. All right, it only takes a couple seconds to cool down because it's tin foil. All right, this is the time that it works. So I put another match in. I said, okay, I'm not gonna stick it down as far. I'm just gonna like let it slip in there, all right? There it goes. All right. There it goes. And you can see it shot a good like, let's look at this again. Here we go. Okay, good. It shot and it went all the way over there. So that's like a good, like 6 or 7 feet it shot. And that is really cool because it just like, it's just a match. Oh, look at this. This is a very funny match. Look at this match I found. Look at that strange guy. That would definitely get stuck. But it shoots the match. So it's nice because like it's super cheap and the powder source is the match. So it's really convenient. Wait for your tin foil to cool down and then you can shoot it again. Or you can build another cannon. All right? So it's super fun, super easy to do. But why does it work? The reason I wanted to do this was because last week when we burnt the gunpowder cake, I was like surprised. I thought gunpowder was going to make a big violent explosion. And I took a lot of precautions and safety to make sure it did not injure me or damage anything. So, but I was confused, you know, gunpowder, you think it would be light, it would be really powerful, but it wasn't. So I wanted to know more. So it turns out that gunpowder doesn't have that really like quick explosiveness, but what happens is if you keep the gunpowder in a small area, it then will have a lot of energy. So what happens with our tinfoil cannons here is that the match, where's my match? The match will go inside, and when you strike a match, here, when we strike a match, okay, all that energy goes, but it is not contained. It just goes everywhere, and then it becomes fire, and it burns the match, okay? All right, safe. But if you were to keep that little flame, that little burst of energy inside a very small area, like at the bottom of our tinfoil cannon, then the energy is contained, and it all the gases build up, and then it explodes, and it has only one way to go, out. But there is something in its way. What is that something that is in its way? It is the match itself. So inside the tube, it flash, and it builds up all that gas. It's like if you blow into your cheeks really hard, but don't open your mouth. The air wants to shoot out, right? Same thing. Right? So all the gas builds up and blows the matchstick out. That is how a gun works. There's gunpowder. That's how a cannon works. Gunpowder, you put the gunpowder in there, and then you put like a cannonball or a bullet or something like that in there, and when you light it, it has nowhere to go, so it fires out the cannonball out of the front. All right? So that is a little tiny matchstick cannon. It's a lot of fun, super easy to build. So if you have an adult that can help you, watch this video again and make one. And what I really want to see is I want to see your matchsticks, okay? And I want to see if they shoot. If they don't shoot, send me that too, because that's really cool. I mean, all these failed guys here that I did, they were really interesting. Like, so this big thick guy, I held the flame right there for so long and it never fired. So I was like, maybe too much tinfoil. So then I got one that was like really, really tiny, and it lit the match, but it never shot out the cannon. So I was like, I must have wrapped it around too tight. And then I did a big loose one, and this one had very little tinfoil, and it fired, but it never, like, what happened was it was too round. So all of the gas escaped past the match and didn't push it out. So last week when we were working with gunpowder, I learned that the expansion of the gunpowder is 1 to 6. So for every like 1 mole of gunpowder you have, now mole is like it's a unit of measurement. So it's like we measure gallons or grams or pounds. Mole's a scientific way of counting mass. So if we have 1 mole of gunpowder and you light it, it becomes 6 moles of gas. So same thing with the matches. All right, the match head, it's a tiny amount, takes a tiny amount of area, but when you light it, it rapidly becomes a large amount of gas. Okay. All right, guys, that is my little lesson on, oh my goodness, what is going on with our insane and our crazy crazy chat. Okay. So, yes, Ruby says, I miss you. I miss you guys too. I hope that we get to see each other pretty soon. So make a cannon with matchsticks. Get an adult to help you, and light and fire your cannon. Send a picture. Have whoever the adult is who is helping you, have them take a picture or a video and email it to ourincorvia@answercharterschool.org. Okay, guys, I miss you. Can't wait to see you soon. Have a great Tuesday. Tomorrow, 1 o'clock, Coding with Captain. See you then.